Hi, this is Nandakishore Rajanala. Welcome to this episode of Innovation Overdrive, a destination for inspirational content serving technology progresses. If you are a digital commerce practitioner or a digital innovation enthusiast, this is the place to be. Check out the online videos and guest interviews, subscribe to the channel, and get to participate in high-impact community debates. Amazon spends a fortune on its global logistics play. In 2021, the company spent $151.8 billion towards shipping and fulfillment, adding to a big fat logistics bill standing at 32% of net sales. Now, this is massive. This expense is greater than the equity value of about 90% of all companies in the S&P 500. It has only been increasing since then. But why does Amazon make an unhindered money binge on logistics? The answer to that lies in the customer types that Amazon targets. In this video, we will figure them out. But to get there, we will take a scenic route. First, we will focus our attention, like Amazon does, on its customer centricity. Amazon's entire strategy in the past, present, future begins to make sense once we understand its obsession over two customer types, whom I call as the sloths and the bees. Anything that Amazon ever did, does, or will do fits into the narrative set by the sloths and the bees. To know more, let's head to the Amazon jungle. Amazon's customer world can be broadly split into two categories: passive consumers and active builders. We can also look at them as the sloths and the busy bees of the Amazon jungle. The sloths are meant to consume a lot. Amazon handles them through enslavement. The busy bees are meant to create a lot. Amazon handles them through servitude. Of course, you have to take it in jest, as this is not an official or an approved version of Amazon's customers model. The sloths are offered experiences to make them passively consume stuff like shopping and entertainment. The offerings for Amazon for the sloths are Prime membership, devices like Kindle and Echo, and free fast consumption through shipping products in the physical world or streaming digital content in the virtual world. These enticements enslave the sloths. You get the drift. On the other hand, the busy bees can be identified as makers, people or entities that leverage technology to build digital or physical solutions in the real world. Amazon offers tools and services to make the bees actively build stuff through technology, infrastructure, software applications, automation, and so on. Some of the offerings from Amazon for the busy bees are AWS, the platform and its integrated services, Seller Central, FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, and media advertisements. Unlike the sloths who are meant to be enslaved, Amazon offers these tools and services to serve the busy bees. If you now zoom out and view the landscape, we will observe that Amazon has to smartly and aggressively invest in two major cost buckets to manage the sloths and serve the busy bees. These two useful and important cost buckets are technology and logistics. Spending on technology and logistics for the sloths and the busy bees will give Amazon the power to rule as the king of the jungle and also get some bragging rights. Technology being a big expense is relatively obvious. We will cover it in later videos. Let's get to answer the question we started this video with. Why does Amazon spend a fortune on logistics? If you like what you're seeing so far, please do press the like button and share your comments and questions. I may answer them in my next video. As a large and diversified company, Amazon has multiple cost centers across its various business segments, such as cost of sales, technology, fulfillment, marketing, general and administrative costs. Spending on technology and logistics is good. Spending on the rest is, well, not really a game-changing move. Here's a view showing Amazon's cost centers as a percentage of net sales for the full year 2021 across the three big cost buckets: cost of sales, technology, and fulfillment. You see that a big chunk of money is captured by cost of sales at nearly 60% of net sales. Amazon's cost of sales mainly include the purchase price of the consumer products that Amazon sells on its e-commerce platform, the inbound and outbound shipping costs that include costs related to sortation and delivery centers, as well as the cost of digital media and content including video and music. Now, it's worth noting that Amazon's 1P or first-party retail business is a not so desirable contributor to the cost of sales. This is because with first-party retail, Amazon has to purchase physical inventory from suppliers and hold it in its own warehouses. From the chart you see, if you extract out the shipping costs of $76.7 billion for 2021, then the remaining cost of sales for 2021 comes to about $200 billion. This still includes expensive digital media purchases, but for the US market, first-party retail still eats into the profit. In contrast, the marketplace business model allows Amazon to collect fees from third-party sellers without directly holding inventory, which results in a profit pool for Amazon. These third-party sellers are the busy bees, or rather one among the busy bees, the innovators being several of them who are actually using services like AWS to create great value for consumers in the market. As you may know by now, Amazon loves to serve them. Now, it is difficult to get an accurate picture of Amazon's third-party marketplace performance from publicly available information. Reasonable estimates indicate that sales from Amazon's marketplace account for roughly 60% of its total GMV or gross merchandise value. Marketplace merchants accounted for more than 55% of units sold on Amazon.com, growing by double digits year on year. In 2021, Amazon's gross merchandise value GMV was estimated at $610 billion. Out of this, $390 billion, that is 64%, were from products sold through Amazon's third-party sellers, the marketplace, and $220 billion was from Amazon as a retailer. This changing trend has pushed Amazon to become more and more of a third-party marketplace platform in order to safeguard its future. Now, this is well known in the industry and has pushed other large format retailers like Walmart and Target to adopt the marketplace model and invest more and more of their resources in their own version of a marketplace platform. As of today, none are close to the scale and strength of Amazon. The marketplace model targets both customer types in the Amazon jungle. The marketplace platform for customers captures the slots with endless offerings. Also, Amazon serves the bees, the marketplace sellers, through a range of tools and services. This win-win proposition makes a continued investment in marketplace almost a necessity for Amazon. Now, while this is clear as to why Amazon is naturally anchored as a third-party marketplace player based on its two customer types, there are other reasons why Amazon wants to leverage its marketplace platform to become the dominant leader in the industry. The United States remains Amazon's largest market by a wide margin, outside of the globally profitable AWS unit. Amazon's growth in other markets, especially in promising emerging markets like India, is limited by regulation, market demand supply forces, and other factors, forcing it to only operate as a marketplace platform, uniquely positioned that way. Amazon India is seeing 30 to 40% growth in marketplace revenue. In financial year 2022, Amazon India reported operating revenue of $2.6 billion. Of that, marketplace services accounted for over 87% of the total revenue. In 2020, seller fees paid to Amazon accounted for slightly more than 26% of their sales on average. When compared with the minuscule margins Amazon achieves with first-party retail, this is massive. Of course, Amazon is offering FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, where storage, transportation, payment processing costs are incurred by Amazon in return for this contribution. This takes us to this next insight. 89% of marketplace sellers use Amazon FBA as their selling method. Outside of AWS and the fast-growing profit pools like advertising, seller-based marketplace is key for Amazon to maintain its growth momentum and to lord over the jungle. Oh, and before you say, I get it now, hear this. Around 60% of the sellers on the Amazon marketplace are from China, the world's factory. That is likely close to 1 million Chinese third-party sellers on Amazon, all having the closest proximity and access to factories in mainland China. Some estimates put China's share of Amazon's GMV at 30 to 40%. On many of Amazon's marketplaces, there are few international sellers present except for those from China. That's a big deal. This in effect could mean all the global logistics infrastructure that Amazon had been quietly building has been to serve an out-of-China business model that is powered by a paid FBA offering for sellers to access a consumer base locked further to a paid Prime membership. Now, FBA is in turn fueled by the massive investment in logistics. In effect, Amazon needs to invest heavily in logistics in order to capture more and more of the slots and the bees. It may all look like a massive loss-making venture in the short term, but as Jeff Bezos likes to say, think long term. In future episodes, we will dive into several aspects of the technology and logistics play happening at Amazon, and also check out the work of other innovation powerhouses in the industry. See you soon in another episode. Dear friends, stay curious, love innovation, share knowledge, be kind, be humble. Check us out on Discord and share your thoughts on anything that interests you. We are also on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and other social media channels. If you'd like to donate or support us through a monetary contribution, big or small, head out to our page on Patreon. We deeply appreciate your support towards Innovation Overdrive. We hope you found great value as much as we had fun sharing this episode. Until next time, namaste.